Oh, goody.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another video. So this one is coming as a little bit of a surprise to me, but we actually got a little teaser from the Play Hearthstone Twitter account to kind of tease the theme of the upcoming expansion, which I think is going to be coming out either late July or early August. So let's take a quick look at the teaser. Then we'll talk about what we can expect and how it relates to Mercenaries. All right, so if you don't know, I guess the area they were showing off there is from the recent Shadowlands expansion from WoW, and that is Ravendreth. So I'm not personally super versed on the lore of the more WoW exclusive Hearthstone stuff, or you know what I mean, the WoW stuff that isn't featured in Hearthstone yet. But doing a little bit of reading up on it, it does seem that the theme of this area is kind of like vampires, gargoyles, maybe some undead, that kind of stuff. So kind of spooky, scary type of stuff. So what can we kind of expect? We see here reveals are going to be beginning on the 27th of June, which is this coming Monday, only 2 days away. So we usually don't get stuff like this on the weekend. So this is pretty cool, pretty exciting, and it's coming a little bit faster than I think a lot of people anticipated, kind of like what happened with the mini set and the first big Mercs drop. So what does this mean for us Mercenaries players? Well, if we take a look here at the history of the patches with Hearthstone, we're currently on the patch 23 cycle. We're at 23.4.3. If we take a look back at the 22 patch cycle, we can see the 0.3 patch was the one that had some card changes to Battlegrounds, standard cards, and Mercenaries. And then following it was the 22.6 patch, which had the Voyage to the Sunken City pre-order, as well as some other updates to various different modes. Now, given that we are at the 23.4.3 patch, makes sense that the next patch is going to be the 0.6 patch, and that will include the pre-order for the new expansion. But on top of that, I think there's a good chance we also see some mercenary stuff, like an event. The 0.6 patch last time was actually what gave us the Leroy Jenkins event, so I think it would make a lot of sense to do an event to kind of give Mercs players something more to do while we wait for the mini set stuff, or not the mini set, the next big release. And I know I've talked about it before. I think it is very likely we will see Sir Finley as the next event, as he would support some previously released characters, the Explorers, and he's kind of tied into Sunken City pretty heavily. So I think it would make sense for them to do his event now while Sunken City is still relevant, before kind of everyone gets caught up in the hype and the themes of the new expansion, which looks to have nothing to do with Sunken City, as previously stated in their kind of yearly roadmap type thing. So I think there's a good chance it's going to be Finley. It's also possible we get another Old God, but I think they're going to try and spread out the Old God stuff, as I don't think they want like all the events to be Old Gods in a row. We just got 2 in a row. So I think it would make sense for them to break it up a little bit, and Finley seems like the perfect character to do that with. So I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to get an event on the 0.6 patch. Question is, when can we expect this 0.6 patch? Well, if we take a look at the previously released stuff, we can see that 0.6 came after the balance changes in 0.4.3. It was about 2 weeks later. So if we take a look here, we got the patch on the 16th. So I think it is possible that it's a little bit sooner, as soon as this Tuesday, but even if it's not this Tuesday, the 30th, which is Thursday, will have been 2 weeks. So I think the odds are very, very good that we are going to be getting a patch on either the 28th or the 30th, and with it, probably a new event mercenary. So that's pretty exciting. I think because they're doing reveals on the 27th, they're going to want to ride that hype wave and have the patch come out on the 28th. That way they can get people to pre-order right after they hype up some new cards. So I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that's the most likely time we're going to be getting this patch. We do know there are not any more Mercs buffs coming in this next patch. I think we will still get more buffs in the future, but it has been confirmed this isn't the patch for buffs. However, we are going to be getting a lot of bug fixes, it sounds like, which is great, as there are still a fair amount of characters from the big drop that haven't been seeing as much play, or in some cases any play, because of certain bugs affecting their viability in PvE and PvP. So very much looking forward to that. In terms of what can we expect from this kind of new theme, figured we would take a look here. Looking at the characters and tribes and stuff we already have in Mercenaries, there's one tribe that definitely stands out to me that I think is likely to get some more support. I think there is one tribe that is very clearly likely to be linked to an expansion with these types of themes, and that is kind of the forgotten tribe of Undead. So this is a tribe that doesn't really have any specific synergy with its typing. However, the 2 units we have gotten so far have been shadow units in Sylvanas and Tamsin Rome, but they don't have any undead specific synergy. So if we are going to be getting some more support for a character type that is already in the game, I think it would be likely to be undead. However, I do hope that if we do get more undead, they are not all shadow focused characters, as Shadow has gotten a ton of support and is arguably one of the best tribes right now, if not the best tribe, right up there with Frost. So definitely curious what you all think about this. If you have some information about kind of the lore side of stuff that I'm not as familiar with, definitely let me know in the comments below if you have any cool insight into that or any predictions at some mercenaries we might see. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed it, do remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.